morning, everyone. I will also give you, thank you, Juan, for the good morning message. I was going to ask you to test it. So let me give one more minute. So past 3, we can start. Hi, Jalal. Nice to see you here. Hello, everybody. This is Khan. I think we can start now. I see more people are joining in, but I will start with the house rules. So I think it would be fine to join a little bit later on. Sorry for my voice. I'm a little bit sick, but I think with the excitement of today's batch and announcement and meeting with our startups, it will worth it. So for people who we haven't met, this is Khan. I'm founder of Hackquarters, and we are partners for Visa Innovation Program Spain edition, along with Finnovating. Today, it's a good day for us because after rigorous selection process with great applications and great fintechs, now we do have a lot of great startups who are going to join us through this journey. So before I go into the agenda, this will be a quick session. Hopefully we will close it in 1 hour. The first thing is you can always use chat and Q&A session parts. When our fintechs are pitching their companies, you can definitely write about anything that you want to let them know, because either the founders or the team will be here, so they can definitely answer. But also from the chat, we will share you a few links. We would be happy if you can check those as well. One of them will be like getting a feedback for the session, and also if you want to get to introductions to any of the fintechs that we have today or the Visa teams, that would be appreciated. So let me, before moving in, I see Q&A and chat functions working, and I'm quite happy. So if you want to test it out, you are more than welcome. So going through today's session, I'm going to invite Eduardo just in a minute. And then I will talk a little bit about the Visa Innovation Program overall and what we are planning to do in the Spanish program. Then Rodrigo is going to join us in the topic of importance of collaboration with fintechs. And then finally, we will go into the fintechs who are joining our program, and hopefully who we are going to create some great success stories. And hopefully they will be the next unicorn. So this is our today's agenda. And without further ado, let me introduce you Eduardo. Eduardo is CEO of Visa Spain. And welcome, Eduardo. And I'm going to leave myself off the stage, and it will be on you to welcome people. Welcome.
Thanks, Khan. I think I will spend less than 10 minutes to introduce this session, because I mean we have less than an hour. Let me address our audience in Spanish before give the floor to the first core participant to introduce themselves. Buenos días a todos. Para algunos de vosotros, bueno, pues el Visa Innovation Program ya es un concepto conocido, y otros pues me escuchéis a mí por primera vez. Como ha dicho Khan, mi nombre es Eduardo Prieto, soy el Country Manager de Visa en España, y estamos aquí hoy para celebrar la primera promoción de participantes en este Visa Innovation Program en la edición española. Hemos elegido nuestras 6 participantes que han sido elegidas dentro de más de 120 candidatas que han confiado en el programa para apoyar su plan de crecimiento, y estamos muy orgullosos de contar con ellas, y que además que ellas hayan confiado en Visa Innovation Program para crecer y para desarrollar su plan de negocio. Hoy comienza para ellas pues una nueva etapa, el acceso a workshops, a formación, a mentor, a acceso a inversores y a nuestra red de clientes y de partners que están interesados en conocer sus capacidades y cómo pueden colaborar. Y yo creo que este es el objetivo que tenemos, ¿no? Que cómo podemos fomentar la colaboración y la innovación entre todos, porque yo creo que es la mejor manera de poder evolucionar en este negocio. A nuestros clientes y partners que ya se han sumado a este viaje, pues muchísimas gracias. Creo que es un honor que estéis participando con nosotros. Y a los que nos escuchéis por primera vez, pues os invitamos a uniros, a participar en las sesiones. Estamos muy ilusionados, con muchísimas ganas de desarrollar esta primera edición y muchas más en España. Y a nuestras fintech, pues muchísima suerte. Estamos aquí para hacer todo lo posible en los próximos meses y que sea una experiencia de valor que realmente nos enriquezca y que marque un antes y después de esta trayectoria. O sea que muchísimas gracias y nada, nos quedan 50 minutos de esta primera sesión con estas 6 candidatas. Can, over to you. Thank you very much for the time that you gave me.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure and seeing the support of the senior leadership from companies, especially on corporate innovation and support. That's incredible for us. I'm sure that it's the same for the fintechs. And thank you for all the Visa team throughout this process. So we would be happy to have you more. Maybe you will be engaging with the fintechs as well. Thank you, Eduardo,
Sure.
for joining us today.
Thank you.
Let me go back to the presentation at hand. So let me also talk a little bit about Visa Innovation Program Spain edition, because I think some of you already know the details, but the idea for Visa Innovation Program is to support fintechs. And this is how we've seen innovation in our industries. We've seen so many great companies being founded in maybe like the last 10 to 5 years. And when the innovation is happening in fintech, the best partner to be with is Visa. So for this program, we were really interested in 4 particular verticals, one of them being unlocking new payment methods. The other one is advancing next generation payment experiences, because I think how we are dealing with money is different as well. We no longer see cash as we used to, and all the payments are quite automatic right now. And with COVID, many things also changed with the e-commerce and a lot of things that we've seen throughout the globe. The empowering SMEs is one of the things that we are really interested in, because now the SMEs are changing their shapes and sizes too. Like the bakeries we used to go are changing too. They are getting online orders, they are getting online payments and smart queues. And finally, while we are changing our relationship with the money, how we are managing it, so it means that we are going to go into more smarter future, so smarter cities and hopefully sustainable future. So we had great applications. We had 116 applications. This program is not there to judge people with their fintechs if they're good or bad. Honestly, it was a rigorous process. And thank you for all the partners, because while we are selecting the startups, we did have a lot of different banks and retail companies who joined us through the process. And from now on, we will have that partnership going further away. Hopefully, we will create better bridges with fintechs and more traditional and giant companies in Spain and the relevant geographies. So today, as you know, right now it's public, we have our 6 of startups, and our teams are here today with us. And you will hear their startups if you haven't heard them yet. But personally, I love them very much. It's a great experience to be with them. And I'm really looking forward to creating the success stories with them. So, of course, we had different breakdowns in terms of the categories. That's really interesting for us. And hopefully this will be the first year for many ones to come. Our startups actually raised quite a lot of money, and hopefully throughout this process and after the great partnership with our partner banks and retailers and also Visa, I'm looking forward to see a lot of success stories happening. Again, I mentioned this program started a few years ago in Turkey, Greece, and Bulgaria, and the program itself is growing. So we have a great ecosystem of fintechs. And basically, if you are familiar with the rest of the companies, please let us know. We might be introducing them to you as well. But today's topic is Spain for sure. But I'm just trying to show you the impact that is brewing right now with this fintechs under the Visa Innovation Program. And hopefully it will create even larger impact in Spanish ecosystem. Eduardo mentioned a few of the things. This program is designed for startups to get some POCs and partnerships. And hopefully our partner banks or retailers, if you haven't talked to our startups yet, please feel welcome to join us. We would be happy to bring you together, but ideally, we are looking forward our fintechs to work with our partners. And of course, we do have a lot of access to funding. So that also includes like Finnovating and Hackquarters. On our side, we have more than 500 investment bodies and it's growing every day. So hopefully we will let our fintechs to grow further with funding. And throughout the program, they will be showcasing, getting mentorships and some trainings, especially moving to new markets. So rather it is going to be like a UK market or pan-European approach or Latin America's. So there are so many things that we are planning in our minds and we will see. And of course, we do have a lot of great partners as well, like Amazon, Google, MailChimp, HubSpot. So basically, I think we can cover like $200,000 worth of infrastructure to our fintechs who are selected this year, and hopefully the ones going to be selected for the coming years. So this journey for Visa Innovation Program Spain started roughly on May. So we started with the applications. You can still check our website. Today it will be updated with the the joining startups with us. If you with us last month, we actually had a meetup. Then we had our selection day, and this week as well, we also joined with some of our partners just to talk about how we are going to do more corporate innovation. But from now on, July 7th, the program is starting with full force. So we will have our trainings and mentorships and networking events internally, but please keep tuned because we are going to have an online meetup. That might be more interesting in like general audiences, and maybe you would be happy to join as a speaker or as a member in the audience. And finally, we will roughly close this program around January in 2023. And actually, time flies by so quickly. So we are looking forward to see it. I mentioned like nearly 1/3 of $1 billion raised throughout this program. So of course, you can reach out to this presentation, but one of the success stories of this program is PayHope. They just became a unicorn this year, and our startups from Greece and Turkey are getting good investments as well. We do have great potential, which is going to grow further away. And in terms of the importance of collaboration with fintechs, we do have our partners from Fintech. Rodrigo, the CEO of Fintech, is with us. Rodrigo, if you can turn on your camera and microphone, I would be appreciated. Perfect. We can see you well. So let me just turn off this. And I believe that you do also have a presentation to share with us, right? Rodrigo,
thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much for the invitation y muchas gracias a todos los que nos estén escuchando. I'm going to do in English this quick presentation. I'm going to go a little bit quick, so please pay attention to everything I'm going to show you about the importance of the collaboration between corporations, fintechs and corporations. I'm going to share my screen.
Please do, and I'm leaving the stage all to you, and I will check the questions if you do have.
Thank you very much, Ken. It's a really pleasure to be here. Working, helping, and supporting this Visa Innovation Program with you guys from Hackquarters. So let me tell you about the importance of the collaboration with fintechs and corporations. And I'm going to go through this presentation, and I'm going to go through the why, who, where, how, etc. The opportunity of this collaboration. I'm going to start with the why. Why to collaborate from the point of view of the corporations? Because there is a lot of reports that show that the ROE of the banks are going to be reduced in the next years, not only for the competition but also because of the new way of creating new business models and the entrance of the new kids on the block. And the only way to come back or to recover the ROE is collaborating through open innovation and the internal transformation of the corporation. So the role of the fintechs is very, very important for the whole big corporations, traditional corporations, and even new corporations. And on the other side, seeing the importance of this collaboration, we are able to see that we are going to see a massive race of collaboration between and partnerships between corps and fintechs in the next years. So the opportunity is now. Who is going to be in this role? So we launched last year a matching report of matchmaking between this kind of fintechs, extechs, and corporations. And what we can see is that the most active corporations in these agreements is Visa all around the world. So we have had the opportunity to work with them. And on the other side, as we can see, the most active corporations collaborating with fintechs are banks, with 70% of the number of collaborations all around the world, following by insurance and following for tech and data corporations. So now we can see that currently and today banks are the most active in this collaboration. And on the other side, we will see in the future how other kind of companies are going to be part of this collaboration. And obviously, the United States, United Kingdom are the most active ones, but in Europe, we can see that Spain, France, also Germany are the most active countries with this collaboration. So we have a huge opportunity for this Visa Innovation Program. And there are hundreds, even thousands of startups in Spain that are going to be able to create these embedded finance solutions and B2B solutions to work with them. And on the other side, if we saw the most looked partnership solution in last year, we can see that most of them were open banking, buy now, pay later, sustainability, investment, banking as a service. But probably this year and next year is going to change, and we're going to see a brand new kind of business models creating opportunities for this collaboration. On the other side, how to collaborate. There is a lot of opportunities like hackathons, incubators, accelerators, venture builders, even investment. So, but for this innovation program, as Can has mentioned, our idea is, and is the best idea, is to look for pilots and collaboration, proof of concepts, to be on the business side, to impact in the business side, using the innovation of the fintech solutions to go through the value chains of every single corporation. So I propose you to use the Visa Innovation Program to accelerate these collaborations between the companies, and from Finnovating, we are very, very happy to help the companies to help and to connect globally all the startups with the corporations and the investors through our B2B platform, finnovating.com. Just a quick conclusion, that is for me one of the most important things in this field of innovation, this field of collaboration, is that if you want to go fast, go alone, or probably if you go alone, you are going to think that you are going to be fast in your life or in your business. But if you want to go far, you have to be, and you have to go together. So for us, the collaboration, the goal of the collaboration is very, very important, to look for the places to do things together, and the Visa Innovation Program is the best place to do it. So thank you very much, and happy to participate and to be here in this panel today.
Thank you very much, Rodrigo. It was really great, because this is the thing, right? We know that open innovation is happening. We see it from all the different places. Maybe in Spain, we see our competitors are also doing it. And I think Visa Innovation Program is great because it is open for all who wants to join. So basically all the banks or retailers or traditional companies who are looking for like open banking services, buy now, pay later, which is we are going to see in a minute. So thank you very much for the introduction, and hopefully, I think we already shared your contact information through the chat as well. Our friends, if they haven't known, I mean, most probably they know you already, but if they haven't, they would be happily join you. So again, one last reminder, we are going to see the presentations of our fintechs right now. And if you have any questions, please write them on Q&A while you are seeing the pitches. After the pitches, we will have like 5 to 10 minutes. But again, if you wanna, as a bank or traditional company, if you wanna get introductions to the fintechs, we are happy to do it. And we are going to share a document as well with individual pitches and also how to connect with them as well. So let me go back to the presentation and let's go the part that we are all looking for. So again, today we have 6 companies joining us, and as Rodrigo also showed, like there are some topics that are burning in fintech space because banks are interested in making better investment decisions for their customers, changing behaviors of the millennials, or giving some kind of features which can enable them to do buy now, pay later. So all of the startups, I love them, really dear to my heart. We've just met like a month ago, but it seems that there will be great stuff going to happen from this batch. So without further ado, I'm leaving with the pitches. So I will see you soon enough.
Our first fintech, CoinScrap Finance, provides financial planning microservices to banks and insurance companies. To know CoinScrap much better, let's have David, CEO of CoinScrap.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for selecting us to participate in the Visa Innovation Program. My name is David Conde. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO at CoinScrap Finance. Saving is not sexy. We say saving, it is like going to the gym. Everyone would like to have the results, but it's difficult to make that commitment. People need the tools that works in the background while their life continue. And at the same time, there is a problem that millennials are demanding this kind of services to help them to save for the future. And according to that survey, 71% of them would rather go to the dentist instead of going to the bank. Banks and insurers are struggling against newcomers that indeed are offering this kind of services. For example, neobanks, neo-insurers. This is our solution. CoinScrap Finance is an AI-powered recommendation engine helping the financial industry to deliver hyper-personalized digital experience to their customers at scale. We have developed a proprietary algorithm that is able to categorize income and expenses with 90% of accuracy. We are able to understand transactional data, and on top of that, we have built more than 60 automated and actionable financial planning insights that we are delivering to banks and insurers in order to help their customers to save for the future. For example, using transactional data, we are able to know how much do you need to save for your retirement. We are able to know your cash flows, so we know in advance when you are going to be overdraft. And thanks to that, we have also developed 3 different white label models that could be easily deployed within the channels of the banks or the insurers. Just let me show you this example where Banco Santander, they launched the digital piggy bank like 10 months ago, a service where a user can define financial targets, can set different automated rules such as rounding up, save a percentage of their income, and then they can track their performance in an automated way. Since we launched it, in just 10 months, more than 161 million euros were saved in the digital piggy, in the different digital piggy accounts. We are working as an accelerator within banks and insurance. Typically, the innovation cycle for banks and insurance usually takes around 21.5 months on average. So thanks to our solutions that could be consumed through our white label or through APIs, we are able to accelerate the launching of new features. This is some of the benefits that we have achieved for our clients. For example, we were able to reduce 50% customer acquisition channel, we were able to increase the saving ratios by more than 2.5K euros each year, improve the net promoter score by more than 30 points, or as we are not just working with savings, we are promoting also investments. Using our service, one bank was able to improve the return on investment of the service. We are working with some of the top clients in Spain and Portugal, and now we have started our internationalization process, spreading savings and financial health across the world. Why Coinstar Finance and Visa? First of all, because Coinstar Finance is a platform that generates automated financial insights using transactional data, and Visa is the leader in the payment space. Secondly, we are providing our products through API or white label. Therefore, they could be scaled to Visa and clients and partners. And third, we are already working in financial inclusion. Actually, we've received an award because of our work in that field, and also in sustainability. One of the insights that we are providing to our banks is we are able to calculate which is the carbon footprint of every transaction. Just to conclude, finalize with this quote from Richard Thaler, Nobel Prize in Economics. The lesson from behavioral economics is that people only save if it's automatic. We are automatic. Thank you very much.
Our next fintech, Currency Alliance, operates the global loyalty marketplace for brands to connect with each other and collaborate in using loyalty points to incentivize customer behavior. Now, it's time for Chuck, the CEO of Currency Alliance, to tell us in detail.
And we're extremely proud to have been selected for the Visa Spain Innovation Program and very much looking forward to collaborating with all the partners. As many of you would know, in Europe, when interchange fees were reduced in 2017, most of the bank-sponsored loyalty programs disappeared because there was no longer margin on the interchange fee to fund the loyalty points. And that was actually a big strategic mistake because banks are in the very unique position that they typically have a large consumer base of clients as well as a large base of merchant clients. And if the bank were able to help the merchants attract more business from the consumer base, then everybody in the ecosystem would benefit. And the merchants would happily fund the points because they're already investing in cashback schemes, discount schemes. They're paying for search engine optimization with Google and various other methods of customer acquisition and retention. And so reintroducing loyalty programs or using loyalty points as an incentive to drive customer behavior actually will make a lot of sense during this decade. And of course, when a customer opts into the loyalty program, that gives permission to the brands to analyze their data, stay engaged through various forms of messaging under GDPR. And then obviously Visa is involved in payments. But now there are many new forms of payments. And in fact, loyalty currencies in circulation in the world make up over $500 billion worth of value. And that's a new asset class, which could be used to spend at retail, but also many other methods of allowing customers to get more value from their loyalty currencies. And of course, when you're engaged with your customer and keeping your brand top of mind, it also is a mechanism to keep your cards, your payment methods top of wallet. And as a financial services institution, it's all of our responsibility to help educate consumers, create communities where consumers can learn about more financial choice in order to make better decisions to manage their own finances. And of course, this creates an ecosystem or an environment where we can co-create value with customers. Currency Alliance currently works with Visa and Bank of America to enable high net worth customers to spend their points directly on concierge services like travel programs, access to entertainment and concerts. We also work with First Abu Dhabi Bank, Al Rajhi Bank, enabling customers to exchange points, usually into an airline or hotel program. And we work with TD Bank in Canada to create a community in which consumers can be more effectively educated about financial service alternatives. And we're in the process of launching a program in Australia with Great Southern Bank, which is effectively a cashback scheme, but the customers will be able to exchange their cashback for various loyalty currencies that are most meaningful to those customers. And with Arab Financial Services, we're helping capture the SKU detail in a customer shopping basket at retail, either online or offline, without a need to integrate into the point of sale. And so there are at least a half a dozen use cases that would be relevant to set up proof of concepts or pilots with the various partners in the Visa Spain Innovation Program. And we're very much looking forward to do that. But basically what Currency Alliance does is we operate a software as a service platform that runs in the Amazon Web Services cloud, where any type of earning points, redeeming points, or exchanging points can be done as simply as calling an API to complete that transaction. We also can accept flat files or batch files if a partner doesn't want to do an integration with us. A number of clients like Nestle or Under Armour or Reynolds American, the large tobacco company, have built entirely custom loyalty solutions on top of our API, in which they develop the customer-facing screens in order to control the customer experience. And we just take care of all the complicated back-end processing. And so today we work with about a dozen, maybe 15 major airlines in the world. We work with almost all the large hotel groups. I mentioned some of the banks that we work with already, Enterprise, Alamo, Rent-A-Car, various types of retailers. And so our company's about 7 years old now. The platform itself is quite mature, and therefore we're ready to go to market and look forward to brainstorming with the various partners involved in the Visa Spain Innovation Program. And welcome to take any comments or questions and get started. Let's get started. Thank you very much.
Our next fintech, Divilo, is a Spanish neobank offering 360 solution in payments, acceptance, and accounting tools for companies and sole traders. Let's hear more about Divilo from Juan, the founder and CEO.
Good morning, everybody. This is Juan Guruceta, founder and CEO at Divilo, the ultimate fintech company offering acceptance, payment, and accounting solutions for companies and sole traders. Our main 3 pain points our customers have are the ability to accept payments on their existing mobile device, the ability to speak with a specialized customer service support, and third point would be no fixed cost, as they want a pay-as-you-go model. They can too take advantage of several other perks Divilo offers, because in just 10 minutes, you can make all the onboarding and access to our omni-channel solution, where you can use all our technology. I would say our guest starting product would be DVIP, which is our tap-to-phone solution with obviously PIN included, where you can use any Android device to accept payments without the need of any other hardware, rather than just using the NFC of the telephone. And you can also take advantage of DV Store, which is our decentralized point of sale with just a QR or pay by link with stock-controlled customer database. Our accounting tool, where you can create real-time invoices, send budgets, manage your sales. This is an amazing combination with DV, because you can accept a payment and create this invoice for your customers and yourself in order to have all your business controlled. And you can, of course, process online payments in just a few minutes, which are with our iframe, which allows you to integrate all DVIP and Divilo in just a few minutes. And this creates a perfect combination, because you can have both online and card-present payments in the same solution with real-time reconciliation, something traditional points of sale are not able to do, and gives you huge advantage regarding all the business management. As you can see, our market is huge. We have over 1.2 billion freelancers worldwide and more than 200 million SMEs worldwide. This gives us a massive scalability in order to create a huge company. Our most important KPI is definitely the active points of sale, because you can either have one sole trader, for example, which would become like just one merchant using DB, e-commerce, QRLink, or whatever solution we've got. And then you've got these large, huge merchants like Cabify, which is one of the most important ride-hailing companies here in Spain, where with just a merchant, you can have well over 12,000 points of sale, because any car where a customer pays card present belongs to this merchant, but it's a different point of sale. So this KPI for us is critical. As you can see, Divilo adapts to several and multiple sectors like ride-hailing, as I stated, taxis, distribution, markets, home delivery, health, maintenance, technicians, real estate, restaurants, tolls, hotels, hospital. You can basically use Divilo for all your business sectors. Our UTV, you can see here all the hockey stick growth, because we began operations by the end of December, and we have now well over 12,000 active devices signed, more than 700 accounts already active, and we have done successfully over 50,000 transactions done through 2022 with 0 incidences so far. Our main deals are definitely Cabify, Monbake, Häagen-Dazs. At the moment, we have raised 6.2 million euros, and we are actually raising funds in order to open 4 new countries in Europe and move to LATAM, where this is our natural market. I'd rather not talk about myself, thank you. But I would like to talk about my super team, and these managers have a whole lot of experience managing teams. They know very well what they're doing. They have all my trust, and I suggest you take a look at their LinkedIn profiles and hopefully meet them in person shortly, because they are just amazing. One of the value propositions would be providing our solutions to a bank that doesn't offer acquiring. With our solutions, a bank with no acquiring could access to a new business model with our tap-to-phone solution, online payments, accounting, real-time reconciliation, and we would be a great complement between the traditional banks and the technology. The other one would be, for example, insurance, where this company begins accepting payments with a card, but they can use this customer's card to provide compensations real time while providing DB to third-party freelancers that work for this company. So you would have a very, very great combination of all our products. This is a small comparison of our competition, and I would say clients are our most important asset, such as Cabify, Nikki Beach, Cabarel, Madrid es Moda, Dipesa, Monbake, Fever, Findo, and many others that are yet to come. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.
Our next fintech, GoParity, is an impact finance and investment app that allows people and companies to use their money for good. Now, let's hear from Nuno what our money can do for good.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nuno, and I'm one of the co-founders of GoParity. GoParity is a daily life impact finance and investment app that allows people and companies to use their money for good. In a nutshell, what we do is to allow any individual or organization to know that their money is being used in projects that are aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, while making a decent profit on it. As an individual, you can create your GoParity account for free. You get your own IBAN. You can then choose to lend money to impactful projects in several countries all over the world. You can create your own investment strategy to have the platform invest for you according to your preferences, and also create a savings plan that can be topped up manually or have a roundup from any of your debit cards or even create a direct debit from a bank account and save for a goal or a rainy day. As a company with GoParity, you get access to funding for your sustainable projects, but you can also use GoParity as a tool to compensate your carbon emissions voluntarily, or as a tool to attract and retain talent. Both use creating incentive schemes for your employees, or just offering a GoParity gift card as a reward or a birthday gift. We split the projects we provide finance for in 5 different categories. We have water and the blue economy, business in transition, which relates to projects that improve companies' environmental performances, the green use of land that relates to the way we produce food, so sustainable agriculture, for example, but also the protection of biodiversity, sustainable energy that includes renewable energy, but also energy efficiency, and social economy that includes social innovation, but also projects to support nonprofits. The biggest chunk of our projects is in sustainable energy. We have a lot of solar power. It represents almost 40% of all our projects, but we also have a lot of water in the blue economy. So a lot of marine economy projects where we have an historic having funded a lot of sustainable aquaculture and all the aquaculture value chains, such as algae production, for example. Then comes business in transition, where you can find a lot of circular economy, but also electric mobility, for example. Regarding our metrics, we now have more than 10,000 investors. We have more than 23,000 registered users who have funded more than 180 projects and collectively invested more than 50 million euros in all these projects. Also, the project promoters have already paid back more than 4 million euros to our investors. We have investors from 65 countries all over the world. Also, our projects are quite split all over the world now. We have a lot of projects in Europe, as you can see, but then we also have projects in Uganda and Kenya. We have projects in Brazil, Colombia, Peru, and Ecuador, and we hope to be launching on in Mexico soon. We also have offices in Lisbon, and we have opened a company in Canada just late last year. Last year was actually our best year ever. We have raised 6.6 million euros for our projects. This means we did more than 3 times the previous year, but also more in 2021 than we did in all the previous years together. This year, 2022, we are just at the middle of the year, and we have already funded almost 5 million euros of projects, which means we're well on our way to achieve our goal of 12 million euros invested through GoParity in sustainability for 2022. Our user growth has also been quite significant. We crossed the 20,000 users mark by December. We have now grown more than 3,000 users this year. But more than any metric, our impact is one of the things we take more seriously, and we know that our projects help avoid the emissions of 23,000 tons of CO2 to the atmosphere per year. We have impacted positively more than 80,000 people, and we have helped create more than 4,500 jobs. We are GoParity, and we provide finance for impactful projects that empower people and companies.
Our next Fintech, October, is the leading lending platform to SMEs in continental Europe. It has developed a B2B SaaS offering for embedded finance and for digital lending. Today, Gregory is joining us, the CEO of October España.
Good morning. My name is Gregory de Listepi. I am the CEO of October in Spain, and I will present this morning October Nest, our embedded finance solution for Visa's partners. At October, we have a mission, which is to finance SME better. With Visa, our proposal is to finance them better together. October is the #1 lending platform to SME in continental Europe, with presence in Spain, France, Italy, Netherlands, and Germany. Over the last 7 years, we've lent close to €1 billion to over 3,000 SMEs. But more importantly, we have received over 250,000 requests, which, thanks to machine learning, has helped us to develop one of the finest credit scores in Europe. Our take is the pain of the SME in the moment of asking for credit to their bank. It's full of obstacles, paperwork, generates frustration, doesn't give any visibility. And we believe this is going to get harder in the months to come because of the economical environment, because in Spain of the bank's merger process, which traditionally reduces the access to credit to SMEs. And since last June 30th came to the end the state guaranteed loans program known as the ICO loans. We therefore believe that the solution is digital lending, and even more, digital lending embedded with partners' workflows and web. We can provide at October loans within 24 hours with virtually no paperwork, no guarantees, no notary. Loans up to €200,000 for 48 months, which virtually represent the bulk of the activities and requirements. We do that in an embedded way with the partners. We bring the technology and the funding, the partners bring its customer base. And their advantage for the partners are numerous, but I will speak about 4. Number 1 is the digital experience they offer to the customer, enhancing hence the relationship with their customer. And they would do that without assuming any credit risk, which will be fully borne by October. They will earn a commission for that. And they will get that with a simple and fast integration, which offers scalability. Indeed, we integrate depending on the partner's needs, requirements, and objective. It can go from a very light integration of a landing page up to a deep integration of a white label API. We will allow the Visa's partners to decide the relationship what they want to have with their SMEs ecosystem at the time of offering credit. As a conclusion, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, let's go together. Thank you very much, and we are at your disposal for any information you may require. Thank you.
Our final Fintech in Visa Innovation Program, Spain edition, Parcela Ya, is a Fintech company focused on installment payments, free of charge, for end customers, no bureaucracy, no waiting time. Let's learn more about Parcela Ya from the Managing Director, Miguel.
Hi everyone, I'm Miguel Quintas and I'm the Managing Director and Founder for Parcela Ya. And today I'm here to tell you about what we are doing. Actually, Parcela Ya is a buy now, pay later solution. So we offer the opportunity for retailers to offer their own end customers the chance to pay from 2 to 12 installments without any cost, without any interest whatsoever. So currently, if you go to a retail shop and you want to apply for a credit, you probably have to go for a queue, wait for a long time in the queue, fill out your paperwork, present your salary slip, also your income statement, and this is a process that really takes long. Currently, we are doing a solution, or we are providing a solution. It's live, and we are already live in 370 stores in Portugal. That at the checkout counter, you just can forget all this bureaucracy and immediately purchase or pay the product while you're leaving the shop. So the solution is either offline or also online. We are testing already the online solution through e-commerce, either through a direct purchase on the website, but also through an app that we are developing in a beta mode. But the most attractive product that we are offering for retailers and banks as well is the point of sale terminal. Because we have a 5-minute speech time, so I'm going to try to present this to you as a live demo. So currently we have the point of sale terminal, like I mentioned, at the checkout counter, and the customer just have to have 2 cards like this, a payment card and an ID card. In Spain, typically you have an ID like this one. And if you're going to the checkout counter and want to buy, let's say, a smartphone that would cost you 600 euros, you are then offered the opportunity to pay in this particular shop just 6 installments because it's defined with 6 installments. But let's say that you're going to buy in 6 installments, so it's going to cost 100 euros per month. You need to confirm the GDPR, so that you're okay with it, and insert your ID. Like I mentioned, in Spain, the ID is pretty much the same as in Portugal. You also have a chip and also a reader. Then you use your payment card, which could be a debit or credit card. You just swipe on the terminal, type in the CVV, confirm, and because I'm already registered user, my mobile phone comes in already purchased with Parcelas at a certain point. Otherwise, I would need to type it in order to receive an SMS, which I'm going to get from my mobile phone. So here it is. Got it. I need to insert this on the point of sale terminal. So it's 112218 and confirm. So this is typically the time that you take when you're at the checkout counter. A receipt will come out from the terminal. There it is. Whereas you can see the information from the customer, the retail shop, and also the amount that, or the installment plan that you are going to pay. 100 euros already taken from your card, and then the following month, and so on. So let me just decrease the screen size. So this is our current solution. We, of course, charge the retailer, and that's how we are making money. And that's the only opportunity for the end customer. They not to pay any interest or any cost whatsoever. And not only could be advantages for the physical stores or for the retailers, because then you can upsell and give access to credit with a much faster way, but also for end consumers who will probably, and currently we can see this in Portugal, are willing to go to the retail shop and purchase more products. Also on the banking side, you can see that the fact that we are providing credit, or the bank is providing credit, the credit on the balance sheets will definitely increase. The transactions on credit cards will also increase. But particularly, also very interesting added value is that the fact that currently the point of sale terminal is typically a commodity. It's only based in our decision to use the point of sale terminal. It's based on the price of the transactions, but if you are offering a new functionality on the terminal, probably the merchants will be much more interested in using the system itself. So currently, as I mentioned, it's 370 stores in Portugal and increasing. So what we are looking for in this program is, in fact, the opportunity for a retailer to partner with us and a bank to partner with us and combine and provide with our software to both sides. It's a very easy software to deploy, either in the bank side, also on the retail. It's just upload the software on a terminal or use the terminal itself. And I'm anxious for you guys to see this and probably to at least to catch your eye and agree in partnering with us in a pilot in Spain. Thanks a lot for your time, and hope to hear from you soon.
I hope you enjoyed all of the pitches that we have so far. I was just trying to see what's happening, and before we are moving at the last part of our session, so I see some chats and questions. But if our founders can turn on their microphones and videos, that would be perfect. So David, Chuck, Juan, Gregory, and Miguel. I think Nuno is not really available to do it, but if you will have any questions, let's talk a little bit. So right now, our team is also sharing you another document that you can see. Hi, Chuck. Nice to see you here, David, Juan. Hi, guys. I'm also going to check a few of the questions, and thank you for the pitches. It's really incredible. Like, we are talking about open innovation, and basically how I see it is you have a great team is like an additional department for a bank or retail company, because what you're basically doing it. And by the way, there are some good things from the chat. Perfect. So if you will have any questions, I would direct it to you, but some of you already mentioned a few of the things. So would you like to go and talk a little bit about this? So what you are really looking for, like Charles, would you like to say what you are looking for from our audience today? Like, we have banks and other partners.
Well, first of all, I think this is a great program to collaborate, and I'm excited possibly to collaborate with some of the other participants in the program, because I see many synergies between our companies. In our case, we've already deployed 60 or 80 different use cases for banks or travel companies or retailers using loyalty currencies as an incentive to acquire customers or retain customers at a lower cost than offering discounts or cash back or other methods. And because we've deployed so many implementations, scale with big banks like Bank of America or First Abu Dhabi Bank or TD Bank, we would like to be able to replicate some of those same use cases even faster with new partners in Europe or the Middle East, or really anywhere in the world. But I think in Europe in particular, there's a huge opportunity for the bank to deliver more value to their merchant network and their consumer network by bridging them together.
True.
And so those are our most
I mean, it is incredible. So before I will be happy to talk to you all, but right now, like, we only get a slot of 1 hour. For our friends, some of them are just saying that thank you for the pitches, it's all great, but let's say goodbye to everyone. But I think we can do like 10 minutes long. So we are here, and I'm sure that some people will like to stay. So for everyone that has been joining us, thank you for reaching out and being with us today. And our founders are here. You have our contact information. So if your bank or partnership from like a retail perspective, please let us know. With the innovation program is open to everyone. That's the great aspect of it. It's a great platform to support fintech ecosystem. So again, I would like to thank you to Hackquarters team, Innovating team, and also incredible Visa team for getting all the things happening in a really short notice. So for the people who are before leaving, there is a feedback link on the chat. So if you can do it, that would be perfect. By saying that, Juan, would you like to talk a little bit as well? Like your pitch is also great. Hopefully you will grow the hockey stick growth a little bit more. Maybe you'll raise a new investment as well. Thank you, Chuck, by the way. So thanks for joining. What are you looking for?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Ken, for the presentation, and thank you, Visa, for supporting and trusting in the Villa, and of course, Hackquarters and Innovating for all the organization. Well, basically, I would say, as Charles stated, I think there's so many synergies we can do between the six of us, which I think that's just a success itself. And basically, I'm sure we can be a great companion for larger corporates, because we definitely need to reach these small sole traders, but we want them to reach them massively. And how we achieve this goal? Well, going far, as Rodrigo said, in his presentation, because whilst we can make an association with, for example, an insurance company where there are so many sole traders hired with them, that's a way we can give a great support in both payments and accounting solutions to the insurance company, or this corporate, and provide the same service in a retailing mode to all these whole traders. And besides working with traditional banks too, there are so many banks in the world that, for example, don't offer acquiring solutions. So we can be a complement in order for these banks that work with large corporates and provide them with our technology using their bank. So I think that's the perfect combination, because since we don't do lending, and we obviously are willing to make associations with lending fintechs too, but these massive banks that give a lending solution and using our technology with Divilo, I think they would be that's a win-win solution to grow massively and get that ROE into 10%.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, like insurance is another part of the thing, and generally, traditionally, most of the banks already have their like insurance compartments along with them. So that might be something interesting to see and for the days to come. So can I move on with David? Thank you, Juan, very much. Hi, David.
Hello.
Would you like to say something else, like for a minute when we are closing? It's just
of course.
now. Yeah.
Thank you very much for inviting us to participate. Yeah, I mean, what we are looking for is to sell more and faster.
Yeah.
So
you're a startup, you need to grow as fast as possible.
As a startup or a scale up, one of the main challenges is to grow faster. Our buyer persona are banks and insurers, so the sales cycles are like crazy. So having these kind of programs where we can define like one use case and we can replicate this use case through the partners of Visa, I think this is a very good chance for us in order to go faster through our potential customers. So yeah, looking forward to start working.
And your microservices are already ready. So everybody who's willing to join, that's quite incredible. And I think it was the motto for every startup or the fintech that we have today. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go further, let's do it together. And that's the quite idea of open innovation and collaborations. David, I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen with CoinScrap. So thanks for joining us with today. And Miguel, I mean, you had a great demo on your pitch as well. So it is hard to do. So I really appreciate when founders do it live. Generally, it doesn't happen. It has a problem whenever you do it, but thanks for doing that too. So a minute thing from your side, what do you feel about this?
Hi, thanks for having us in the program. It's really great for us and a huge opportunity. In fact, I normally don't use live demos. Everybody knows why. Sometimes things really don't go as fast as we want and as good as we want it either. And it becomes painful if it takes too long, which while was seeing me on the video, yes, probably was a bit painful. Anyway, just wanted to mention two things. The first thing is that, and of course, we are present online, and this is a space that we want to progress in the future. But particularly, we must not forget that 70% of the purchases are still made. 70% of the purchases are still made offline. Yeah. So that's why we decided to go on the point of sale as a strategic move, and particularly because buy now pay later companies are always mainly typically they are present in the online space. So that's one thing. Mm-hmm. The second thing is we are live and running, and we've seen this opportunity for retailers. In fact, they are increasing their sales by just offering credit at the spot, at the point of sale to the terminal. Sure. And we've seen this with clothing, we've seen this with jewelry, we've seen this with electronics, with optics stores. So all retailers can in fact use our solution. Of course, in order to do this in Spain, we are hoping to partner with a local bank, and of course have one or two retailers on board to test the product and make it live in the Spanish market. Although we have Spanish customers as well, but we are not live in the Spanish market. We want to do it before the end of this year.
I mean, I'm sure that you will do it. Because like buy now, pay later is quite hot topic, and offline aspect of it is something else for sure. It's not like unbanked, but still like a lot of people who are maybe young people or actually old people, they don't have the access to credit cards and those kind of financial instruments yet. And some countries are more difficult than Spain as well. Like there's another potential where you don't really see a lot of credit cards being used. So hopefully we will see good, great success cases from your side too. So finally, Gregory, Sorry, I mean, I just wanted to follow a certain layer. So thanks for being with us. I mean, your company is quite established as well, and you are really established in the lending space, but there are a lot of things that you can do in Spanish and Spanish related markets. So what would you like to say and add before we close?
Well, once again, thank you to have us on board. We've developed this solution of embedded finance out of the COVID situation, where we've seen that banks were not reacting correctly, and that our direct access, which is what we were to do before the COVID with a lending platform to SMEs, could be enriched by creating embedded finance solution for partners, people that have a SME ecosystem and that would like to help them through that period to be able to access loans in complement to what they do with their banks. And that's what really we're doing. And obviously, now that it seems that unfortunately we're getting into very difficult economic terms and times, it will make lives for SMEs extremely complicated in the months and years to come, extremely complicated. And the Visa's partners have an interest, or could have an interest, and I'm sure they will have an interest, of helping their SMEs in their ecosystem to go through that patch. Yeah. And but they would like to do it, but they don't want to take the credit risk, or they don't have the tools to do that. So what we offering is, we offer the tools, we offer the funding, we take the risk, and basically for them it's all benefit. So it's really a solution where for the partners it's all benefit for them, because they are helping their SMEs ecosystem to go through that difficult time that will come. I mean, I've got absolutely no doubt, unfortunately, that we are going to go through a difficult months and years. So this allowing us to do that through them is a way, it's really a win-win-win for everyone. Yeah. For the SME, that they will get this alternative lending out of their in complement to their banks. For the Visa partners, that will help those their SMEs to continue go through that batch and have access, simple access, digital access to loans. And for us, obviously, to demultiply through scalable solution the access to SMEs of good quality, because obviously what we want is to have good quality SMEs. And our SMEs could be from anyone that does more than 250,000 worth of sales per year, up to whatever. There is 50 million is the limit, but the average of our companies are about 4 million euros of sales per year. So it's a very wide spectrum, but offering a very instant digital solution for SMEs to moment access to loans, I think it's actually vital, and we hope to be able to do that with Visa's partners in a very accelerated way.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely is a big issue. And I mentioned like 4 topics, which you all touch in one way or another. I mean, even if you are not touching one, maybe you are touching 2, because we are trying to make this experiences better. We are trying to include new kind of experiences for our consumers or SMEs. So we are really glad that you guys are all here. Honestly, I mean, this is not a program where we select and say that you have a bad solution. Like, it was really great. Like, most of the companies that we would be happy to include, and you guys are doing best fit for our purposes as well. So we are really looking forward to helping you. Hopefully our participants and partners will join us and see how we are going to change some stuff. Hopefully in 4 or 5 months time, we are going to be here like on a demo day, and we are going to talk about the things that we've done. So guys, for everyone who's joining us with the pitches, thank you very much to our all Fintechs, again, to Visa team, Hackquarters team, and Finnovating team, and for people who joined us for an hour-long session and listening about the Fintechs, what's happening in the Spanish ecosystem. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a great day.